Good evening. I hope I find you well on this nice sunny day again. We start off with the usual way with our hymns. Sweetheart of Jesus, fount of love and mercy, today we come, thy blessing to implore. Oh, touch our hearts, so cold and so ungrateful, and make us love thee more and more each day. Sweetheart of Jesus, we implore. Oh, make us love thee more and more. Sweetheart of Jesus, make us pure and gentle, and teach us how to do thy blessed will, to follow close the print of thy dear footsteps. And when we fall, sweetheart, oh, love us still. Sweetheart of Jesus, we implore. Oh, make us love thee more and more. Oh, there, Sacred Heart of Jesus, keep annoying things. Our Blessed Mother. Hail, Queen of Heaven, the ocean star, guide of the wanderer here below. Thrown on life's surge, we claim thy care. Save us from peril and from woe. Mother of Christ, Star of the sea, pray for the wanderer, pray for me. O gentle, chaste, and spotless maid, we sinners make our prayers to thee. Remind thy Son that he has paid the price of our iniquity. Virgin most pure, Star of the sea, pray for the sinner, pray for me. I love that little hymn. I love them two hymns. Don't hear them. They're church, and though I did hear Hail Queen of Heaven. So we'll make sure we're singing them. Christian TV or when it gets going, there'll be hymns that we'll all know that'll be sung. It won't be some of these ones we don't know what about. Now, let's talk. How did you fare out today? How did you get on? I hope you got on well and had a pleasant day. It's been nice and sunny here today and lovely, thanks be to God and His Blessed Mother. We thank Him for this good weather that we're after having for a good bit. Marvellous. And I had my friend Darren Gibbons from here doing that. He's going to be doing a new concrete drive there from the gate. And so it'll do it go. There were stones there, and sure there was grass growing up through them, and I didn't plant the grass and this, that, and the other. And yet they were that thick, the weeds or the stones. So yet there's these yokes. Don't know how to manage to get a foothold wherever. He had a machine, kind of a door, big machine, dozer like, with a grabber, and he was grabbing it and put it in the van, and off it went, and then did more, and then he did some other things. He's going to put some into a shower, and then he'll put a ramp out the front to not have the water coming in from the road to here. So maybe coming next week to do the concrete. So we won't know ourselves. And then I had another gentleman here, Aidan Cooney, to have a look at the door, and he had a brochure, and they were dear enough in that brochure. So it'd be dear enough with the ones that he picked, and be a letterbox in it, and windows, but to be kind of dark and that people can't see in, but it'll throw in light, which is good. And it's no harm because the door is there was there since we come 23 years ago, and it was in good nick. We used to paint it and it was grand, but now it's had to stay. And the surround that's in the front is gone very weak, and part of it is rotten, and so it'll be replaced. And they'll do a good job. Aidan Cully's long time at the job, and his son-in-law is also called Aidan, he's married to his daughter. So that was it, and so with the way things were, I did my Stations Across out in the Sun House with my little book, and I did the rosary, and then the Chaplet of Mercy, which I offered up for the innocent babies killed. Instead of going down the road because I didn't know who was going to be calling, I went around the garden because I was about half an acre or thereabouts, and so I said this Chaplet of Mercy, so I'd walk that way, and it's on the grass and that, which is probably better for you. And that's what I did, and it's lovely to just do these things. And Pope Leo XIV is doing grand. He's after inviting Cardinal Sarah and giving him a job to sort of develop the faith. He's been reunited in the Vatican, and which is a good sign because he's a very traditional minded cardinal from Africa, cardinal, I think from Guyana or somewhere he was from. So wasn't it grand? The Pope is thanks be to God that I hope he'll do things like that and stand up for the Latin, the universal language of Latin. They don't use that expression, but that's the proper expression to use to talk about the Latin right without talking about the universal language that it was in my time, and that you would get mass in any part of the world. So we hope that'll happen, and that he will encourage that, because that's what the vocation to the holy priesthood is, and that's what people are going in many numbers. When they made all them changes and took out the altar rails, that wasn't good. Put them back, and people receive Holy Communion kneeling at the altar rails and have a kind of a cushion now in our church here. The parish priest, Father Mark, has down the altar this cushion. So I was kneeling and it was on the hard surface. Not too good, but now it's grand and comfortable. But I need for it, and quite a few people seem to stand and stick out their paw. That I think happened during COVID, and it's a very bad sign. And some archbishop in I don't know whether it's Austria or somewhere has instructed people not to take Holy Communion the tongue or something. He seems to be astray in the head. I must look it up and see where he's from. So that's the important thing. It's on the tongue that you should receive it. And this archbishop seems to be astray in the head. Perhaps he should go on a retreat and learn what's right and not be doing what's wrong or suggesting and making a cod of himself and confusing people. He won't confuse yours truly because I have it on the tongue, and that's not irrespective of any archbishop saying different. And that's it. And there's always something happening on the news and that. And generally speaking, I'd like to see an end to wars, especially in Ukraine. Oh God, the damage and the innocent people killed there is dreadful. So we pray for that. I did pray for that to an end to that war. And the war, wherever it takes place, it's not nothing, sure they don't. But I think Pope and President Trump is in favour of Pope Leo having this business of the Russia and Ukraine have a meeting in the Vatican to resolve issues that are causing problems for one way and another. So there we are, and I hope all goes well with you, and that you have a nice evening. Yeah, so I was thinking, the birds. I see the starlings, and they don't generally come around here, but I see you must have somebody still in the nest because I see them not as frequent. Don't know who they're investigating because I see them going in now and again. Now, not as often as they were. And then the sparrows going in, they've made a nest there. And then here's a strange thing. There's a bird, and he often screeches to see from out the sun house. Sometimes he's rapping at the door like as if open the door, I want to get in or something like that. And I heard something this morning because the sun or it's getting bright about 5. I heard the same sort of knocking on the window in the bedroom, and a thick curtains going across. And then I happened to be in there, and next thing I heard more of it there not so long ago. And I just think it's the same yoke. And I don't know what he's knocking at. He's taken down where I'm having a sleep, and suddenly I heard this knocking, let me in, something like that. Very strange, isn't it? Well, this is it. I've all these small birds in there. They've all got personalities of some sort. You know what he's at. I'm not going to be getting up at 5 o'clock, thank you very much. No matter what, I've awfully knocks at the window. So this is what I have to contend with. And he was out there, he said, well, where's my food? No, don't do it this early because it's bright up to a good while. Doing about 8:30 or something like that. But he'll be rattling at the window. Somebody could come around here too where I'm sitting. I never saw a debate of it. The same bird. I thought birds only lived for a few years. This fella's been at it for as long as I can remember. Knocking on the windows out there in the sun house. Now he's coming around here. God knows what is that? But anyways, this is it. So while I'm on my own, I'm not on my own. If you get me to have these birds, they're like chickens. As soon as they go out, they're hopping around. This is it. It's lovely. Bye now and enjoy the rest of your evening. Sing a few hymns. Yeah. Doesn't matter if whether you're a good singer or not. Have a stab at it. We clear the room, then you'll have it to yourself for a bit. Bye now.